part of why you're on today's webinars, to look at how we can improve. So we'll talk about that. Now, I saw a recent HBR article, which is referenced here, which you might want to take a look at, about what great managers are doing to engage employees. This is from some folks at the Gallup organization, one of the groups that's doing the surveying that we just shared. Their research shows that managers account for as much as 70% of the variance in employee engagement scores. 70%. That's a huge variable. So that's why looking at that manager role is so important. There are other variables that come into play, but we're going to talk primarily about that manager role because I think that's a place where I believe our profession also can help move the needle. So let me just ask you, what are your biggest challenges for your managers in creating employee engagement? And we're going to launch this poll in just a minute, but what I would like to do is have you think about it before we launch. Is it inadequate communication with employees by managers? Is there just not enough communication? Insufficient clarity of expectations from managers. I'm just not sure what I'm supposed to be doing. Ineffective performance reviews, where the focus is primarily negative. Or is it lack of manager ability to help employees develop in the future? So pick the number one that you think is impacting you most. I'm going to go ahead and launch that. We'll see what your data comes in to say. This is some recent information that comes from some of Gallup's data that talks about critical drivers. So I see many of you are jumping right in and voting. Thanks much for doing that. I think this data can be important for all of us to understand. It also helps frame up maybe your thinking as we talk about some of these solutions, about what you might be able to do to have the greatest possible impact that you can have. Okay, we've got about 2